Welcome to our channel. Today we will be reading two stories from r/unresolved mysteries. Story 1. 1991. A man vanishes after telling his family he's going on a business trip. 2021. A car stops in front of this man's home and drops him off. He's wearing the same clothes, can't remember where he's been all these years, and is looking like he was very well taken care of. The curious case of Mr Gorgos. Disappearance. Mr Gorgos, a 63-year-old cattle seller from rural Romania, vanished in thin air 30 years ago. Due to the nature of his profession, the man who lived in the countryside often went on business trips to various cities in Romania to sell his cattle, but every time he would get back home in a matter of days. In 1991, Mr. Gorgos decided it's time for another business trip. He bought himself a train ticket as usual and told his wife and kids he'll be back in a few days. That was the last time his family saw him. The family reported his disappearance to police, so they eventually assumed the man had met foul play and held a memorial service in his honor. Fast forward to August 2021. On a Sunday evening, a car stops in front of the Gorgos family house and drops off Vasily, who is now aged 93. Unfortunately, the few neighbors who witnessed the scene were too shocked and they can't remember the car's plate number or how the driver looked. Anyway, it needs to be pointed out that Mr. Gorgos was the only person who got out of the car. The driver never set a foot out of the vehicle. Strangely enough, the man had on him the same pants he was wearing the day he vanished, and in his pockets the family found not only his ID card, but also the train ticket he had bought 30 years ago. Everybody who knew him had noticed that Mr. Gorgos was looking pretty great. He was clean, well-kept and in good health, which means that in all these years he was very well taken care of. The only issues he's having seem to be neurological in nature. More precisely, Mr. Gorgos remembers his family. Edit. Some articles claim that he doesn't remember his family either, but is clueless about his whereabouts in the past 30 years. When asked by reporters and family where he was all these years, he replied candidly, "I was home." I would have loved to put in more details, but this is all I've got so far. The news story just broke. Story 2. Walker County Jane Doe possibly identified? I saw some chatter on another site that Walker County Jane Doe's Namas profile had come down, which usually happens when an unidentified person is named. This has been an unresolved mystery for almost 41 years, since she was found dead on November 1st, 1980. I thought it was worth an update post. I started working on this post and found out that her profile on the Texas DPS website has also been removed. She was a murder victim found dead in Huntsville, Texas. Cause of death was strangulation. Her estimated age was determined to be 14 to 20 at the time of death, but based on the post-mortem photos, I'm guessing she's in the younger age range. She was lying face down in the grass approximately on the side of I-45. She was determined to be in good health, with the medical examiner determining that she was from a middle-class background. After news of her death broke, several witnesses came forward who all said they encountered her in the area around 24 hours before her death, included the manager of a gas station and 2 employees at the Hitch-N Post truck stop, all of whom described this girl as wearing blue jeans, a dirty yellow pullover, and a white knit sweater with large pockets. This girl had been carrying red leather-strapped high-heel sandals. It was speculated she was searching for an inmate at a nearby prison. Inmates and employees of the Ellis Prison farm were shown mortuary photographs of the victim, and nobody could ID her. Searches of nearby towns, including yearbooks, did not lead to any missing persons, and since then she's being a Jane Doe. Walker County Jane Doe was buried in the Addicts Addition at Oakwood Cemetery. Her burial followed an open casket funeral. The cemetery in which she was buried is located within the town where her body was found. She is buried beneath a tombstone donated by Morris Memorials. The inscription upon her tombstone reads, "Unknown white female died November 1st, 1980. She was exhumed in 1999 for a forensic examination, including DNA. She's had a DNA profile in CODIS since then, empty DNA available in CODIS. It would be amazing if this young lady got her name back before the 41st anniversary of her murder. I hope they release the name." Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And for more similar content, please check the rest of our channel.